All right, race 1, BL2S, start heading out. All right. We'll get drivers out of race 10, open sprint. A couple of you guys out here to marshal, please.
Chris Heisterberg, Joe Krona, "1 minute to the start of the race."
All right, just need a couple marshals out from open sprint, and then we'll be ready to go.
"45 seconds to the start of the race." Hunter Willingham, 30 seconds to the start of the race. Mike Fleming, 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we get another marshal out, and then we'll be ready to go. All right. Thanks, Jeremy. It's going to be Chris on the 1, Mike on the 2, Hunter 3, Joe 4. All right, roll them off. Here we go, off and underway, race 1, BL2S. Got Chris leading him around. Oh, a little bit of trouble up front there. Gonna have Mike taking over the lead now. Hunter up to the 2 spot. Joe 3, Chris 4. Got Mike out front in this one. 6-6, fast lap of the race with a 2-second lead on Hunter. Hunter with 1 second up on Joe. Joe 1 second up on Chris. Ten laps down, 15 to go. A little bit of trouble in 3 and 4 there. Now going to have Joe taking over that 3 spot. Chris to the 4. 5 laps to go. Three to go now. Mike still leading this one out. He's got the orange and black coming across the line. 3.5 second lead over Hunter. Hunter 2 second lead over Joe. Joe with a 5 second lead over Chris.
Mike Fleming done.
Mike's done. Everyone else done as you cross.
Hunter Willingham done. Chris Heisterberg done. All drivers are finished. Joe Krona done.
All right. We'll get those guys back out there to marshal race 2. Street stock, you guys are up. Got Matthew, John, Corey, Daryl, Max, Dustin, and Jeremy.
Jeremy Cowhick. Corey Handler. John Tubbs. Max Cowhick. Dustin Thompson. Daryl Smeltzer.
All right. Go ahead and get you guys lined up. It's going to be John on the 1, Corey on the 2.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Daryl 3, Max 4, Dustin 5, Jeremy 6. Roll them off.
Seconds to the start of the race.
Off and underway. Race 2, street stock. Got John leading him around. John with 1 second up on Daryl. Daryl up to that 2 spot. Max to the 3, Dustin 4, Corey 5, Jeremy 6. Six-2 for Jeremy. Hot lap of the race so far. Starting to work his way up through the field. But John with a pretty good lead here over Max. Max with 1 second over Daryl. Daryl 3/10 up on Dustin. 1/10 back to Jeremy. 8/10 back to Corey. Ten laps left to go. It's John, Max, Dustin, Daryl, Jeremy, Corey. John now only 1 second over Max. Battle for the lead starting to shape up a little bit here. Max throwing down a 6-0. Hot lap of the race. He's right there on John. You got 2 more laps to go. Max all over John. Last lap here. See if John can hang on to it. Oh, they get together. Max going to go around and take the win.
Max Cowhick done.
Guys will be done as you
John
cross.
Tubbs done. Jeremy Cowhick done. Dustin Thompson done.
That's a race.
Daryl Smeltzer done.
Max takes
All
it.
drivers are finished.
John in the 2. Jeremy
Corey
3.
Handler done.
Dustin 4. Daryl 5. Corey 6. All right, get you guys back out here to Marshall. Race 3, open late model. You guys are up.
Phil Beard Shear. One minute to the start of the race. Jeremy Kathlina. Jared Nidifer. Lenny Blocker. Scott Miller. Brian Burnt. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race."
All right, got my marshals, got my drivers. You guys are doing any changes? Go for it.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Shoot. All right, we'll make any final adjustments and we will get this one going. It's going to be Lenny on the 1, Jeremy 2, Phil 3, Scott 4. Brian probably not going to make it, and then Jared. I mean, if he has a link ready, but sounds like it broke. All right. Off and underway. Race 3, open late model. Restart. Lenny, Jeremy, Phil, Scott, Jared. All right, off and rolling here. Got Lenny up front, Phil in the 2, Jared 3, Scott 4, Jeremy 5. So far, Lenny keeping this one up front. Started in the number 2 spot. Actually, started up front because no Jason. Got Phil up to the 2, running 5-0 that time by. Hot lap of the race. Jared holding on to the 3. Jeremy in the 4. Scott 5. Brian 6. Brian getting out there. Getting a new link on there. Lenny and Phil right there together. Battle for the lead. Oh, getting together there in turn 3. Oh, looks like Lenny going to be out of this one early. So now it's Phil, Jeremy, Jared, your top 3. Jeremy running a 4.9 that time by. Hot lap of the race. Hunting down Phil for the lead there. The next car ahead of him. Five laps left to go. Top 2 right there together. 3/10 apart coming by Brian here. Oh, man, trouble for your leader. Now Jeremy going to take over the lead. Phil to the 2 spot. Jared 3, Scott 4, and Brian 5. White flag. Jeremy on his last lap here. Into 3 out of 4. Checkered flag.
Jeremy Kathlina done. Brian Burnt done. Phil Beard Shear done. Scott Miller done.
That's a race.
All drivers are finished.
Jeremy takes that.
Jared
Phil in the
Nidifer
2.
done.
Jared 3, Scott 4, Brian 5, Lenny 6. All right. We'll get those guys back out here to Marshall Race 4 SC Mod Light.
One minute to the start of the race. Robert Summers, Jim Gilbreth, Tom Walker. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. We will get Kyler checked in. I believe Robert's going to be out. Sounded like he stripped a spur gear. And we will get
Kyler
another
Blocker.
Marshall on 1 and 2. One more driver from that last race back out here to Marshall. All right. It'll be Jim, Robert, Tom, Kyler. Roll them off. Off and underway. Race 4 SC Mod Light. Low on the back. Clear. Got Kyler getting up to the lead early on here. Tom into the 2 spot. Jim to the 3. 10 laps down, 15 to go. Kyler up front, 7 seconds up on Tom. Tom 18 seconds up on Jim, so everyone pretty spread out in this one already. Ten laps left to go. Everyone's super spread out in this one. Not much is going to change here. Kyler on his last lap here.
Kyler Blocker done.
All right, you guys be done as you cross.
Jim Gilbreth done. All drivers are finished. Tom Walker done.
Kyler takes it. Tom 2, Jim 3. All right, we'll get those guys back out here to Marshall. We're straight into race 6, first heat of 13.5 sprint. In this one, it's Austin, Scott, Miles, Robert, Shane, and Charlie.
Miles Page. Shane Schmidt. One minute to the start of the race. Scott Miller. Robert Summers. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Austin Smith. $30 to the start of the race.
All right, we're going to get C4 checked in. If you guys are going to make adjustments, try to do them now.
15 seconds to the start of the race. C4.
All right. All right, it's going to be Austin, Scott, Miles, Robert, Shane, and C4. All right, looks like you guys got it. Roll them off. Here we go. Off and underway. Race 6, second heat of 13.5 sprint. Low 1 and 2. Low out of 2. Low out of 2. That's clear. Got Austin up front. Scott in the 2 spot. Robert 3. C4 in the 4. Miles 5. Shane 6. Watch coming in 3. high into 3, high into 3, high into 3. High out of 4 as well. High out of 4. Leader coming down the back straightaway in the orange and blue. He's got 4 seconds on. Robert, watch coming to 3, high into 3, high into 3. Clear. 10 laps down, 15 to go. It's Austin, Robert, Scott, C4, Shane, and Miles. Watch coming in 3, high into low into 3, low into 3. That's clear. Watch on the front straight, low on the front straight, low on the front, high on the front. A little bit of trouble for your leader there. It's still Austin, Robert, Scott, C4, Shane, and Miles. A lot of cars coming across the line here. Looks like C4 putting the pass on Scott there for the number 3. No. Trouble on the back. That's clear. White flag. Austin on his last lap here. Coming out of turn 4 and across the line.
Austin Smith done.
All right, guys, cross the line. You will be
Shane
done.
Schmidt done. C4 done. Scott Miller done. Robert Summers
That's
done.
a race. Everybody
All drivers
is done.
are finished.
Austin takes that
Miles
one.
Page
C4
done.
in the 2 spot. Robert 3, Shane 4, Scott 5, Miles 6. All right. We'll get them back out here to Marshall race 7. Second heat of 13.5 sprint.
Jeremy Kathlina. Matthew Schroeder. Brian Bowers. Corey Handler. Keith Myers. One minute to the start of the race. Bob Portwood. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Next time by, we'll go in and get you guys in turn 1. It's going to be, if Victor makes it, it's going to be Victor. No, you're out. Oh, all right. Word. It's going to be Jeremy on the 1, Matthew 2, Corey 3, Keith 4, Bob 5, Brian 6. All right. We'll get you guys lined up here. Jeremy, Matthew, Corey, Keith, Bob, and Brian. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Off and rolling here. Race 7, second heat of 13.5 sprint. We got Jeremy up front in the white and orange. Matthew holding on to the 2 for now. Brian in the 3. Corey 4, Keith 5, Bob 6. Now Brian getting around Matthew for that number 2 spot. And trying to hunt down Jeremy for the lead. Got 9/10 in between him last time by. Looks like closing in now and down to 5/10. So Jeremy in that white and orange. Brian in the black with the flames. Down the front stretch they go, crossing the line. 5-1 Jeremy, 5-2 Brian. Brian will have fast lap of the race so far with a 5-0. And then Matthew in that number 3 spot with a 5-2. Corey with a 5-4. Bob with a 5-5. Keith with a 5-4. A little bit of trouble for your leader there. Watch coming on the back. Clear. So Brian taking it over now. Jeremy to the 2 spot. Matthew in the 3. Oh, trouble for your leader. Watch come in 1 and 2, 1 and 2. That's clear. 5 to go. It's still Brian, Jeremy, Matthew, Bob, Corey, and Keith, your running order with 3 laps left to go.
Brian Bowers done.
You guys will be
Bob
done
Portwood
when you
done.
cross.
Matthew Schroeder done.
Jeremy will
All
get
drivers
second
are
here.
finished.
Wait for him to cross. And
Jeremy
all right,
Kathleen
there we
done.
go. It's Brian, Jeremy, Matthew, Bob, Corey, Keith, Victor. All right, we'll get 2 of you guys back out here to Marshall Race 8, first heat of Losi Wingless.
Hunter Willingham. Max Cowhick. Jeremy Cowhick. Dallas Boyd. Chris Heisterberg.
Watch 3 and 4.
One minute to the start of the race.
Watch the back straight, low on the back. Low on the back, straight, low on the back.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Nothing's dialed. Yeah, looks good, dude. All right, we get another marshal out there, and we will get this one
15
going.
seconds to the start of the race.
Really? That's always nice. Yeah, for sure. You're low 5-0. All right, it's going to be Hunter, Max, Jeremy, Chris, and Dallas. Roll them off in that order. Restart. Okay, roll them off. Off and underway, race 8. First heat of low-C wingless. Hunter leading them around. Got a whole lot of cars all right there together. Max having a look down the inside. Oh, and they get together. It's going to put Jeremy up front now. Dallas to the 2. Chris 3, Hunter 4, Max 5. Five laps down, 20 left to go. High out of 4. Clear. Well, this is kind of my job, so I have to say stuff. Jeremy and Dallas right there together, battle for the lead. 7/10 apart last time by. Max going to be another 4 seconds out in the 3 spot. 1.5 to Chris in the 4. And then 9 back to Hunter in the 5. Trouble for your leader now. Dallas going to go around. Oh, trouble for Dallas as well now. Jeremy and Dallas now right there together. Battle for the lead coming down the front straightaway. And then Chris and Max battling for 3rd place right now. They'll go across the line. One tenth apart last time by for your leaders. Dallas running a 5.9 hot lap of the race. Watch out at 2. That's clear. Jeremy now going to have a deep breath here. He's got some clean track around him. Just got to finish this one up. And checkered flag.
Jeremy Cowhick done.
Cross the line and you will be
Hunter
done.
Willingham done. Max Cowhick done. Dallas Boyd done. All drivers are finished. Chris Heisterberg done.
All right, Jeremy takes that. Dallas 2, Max 3, Chris 4, Hunter 5. All right, we will get them back out here to Marshall. Race 9, a second heat of low-C wingless. Got Joe, Dustin, Matthew, and Mike in this one.
Dustin Thompson. One minute to the start of the race. Mike Fleming. Matthew Schroeder. Joe Krona. 45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, got drivers, got marshals. All right, next time by, go ahead and get him in turn 1. It's going to be Joe, Dustin, Matthew, and Mike. All right, roll them off. We'll at least try to get him. Yeah, just bring him around again. Not really close enough to make it work. Here we go, off and underway. Got Dustin hopping up to the lead early on here. Matthew right there in that 2 spot. Going a little bounce on the pipe there. Top 3 breaking away a little bit. Dustin and Matthew right there together. Dustin bouncing off the pipe. Matthew taking over the lead. Matthew, Dustin, and Mike still right there together. 3-way battle for the lead. Matthew with 6/10ths on Dustin. Dustin with 500ths on Mike. Looks like more of that time by. Yep. Matthew with a 5.6 so far. Hot lap of the race. Dustin a 5.8. Mike a 5.6. Joe a 6.4. Oh, Mike's having some trouble there. So now it's just down to 2 here, mostly for the lead. Matthew and Dustin, 1.8 apart last time by. Oh, trouble for your leader. Dustin will go by. Oh, trouble for your leader. Matthew going to be right there. 5 laps left to go. Matthew having the inside, but doesn't quite get the drive out of the corner. Those two right there together coming down the back straightaway. 3 laps left to go. Oh, this is going to be the last lap there, but that'll ruin Matthew's chances. Now Dustin just got to drive it to the finish line. Checkered flag.
Dustin Thompson done.
It'll be done as you cross.
Joe Krona done. All drivers are finished. Matthew Schroeder done.
Dustin taking it. Matthew
Mike
2,
Fleming
Joe
done.
3, Mike 4. All right, we'll get those drivers back out here to Marshall. Race 10, open sprint.
Phil Beard Shear. Jared Nidifer. "1 minute to the start of the race.
shit. Bro, like I would crack the fuck out of him.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Austin Smith.
All right, you got race 10 checking in.
30
Got
seconds
marshals
to the
out
start
there.
of the race. Brian Bowers. Brian Burnt. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Jeremy Kathlina.
All right, got drivers checked in, guys. Something you said. It picked up something you said. We were laughing. It was like, bro,
That's what you said.
no, that's what.
No one said.
Nope. I heard you say something.
I didn't say shit.
All right. Go ahead and make any changes you need to. We're doing really good on time, so you guys get them ready, and we will go when everyone is happy. All right. It's going to be Jared, Phil, Austin, Jeremy, Brian Bowers, Brian Burnt. All right. Looks good, guys. Go ahead and roll them off. Here we go. Off and underway. Race 10 open sprint on the track now. Jared Nidifer leading him around. Got Austin up to the 2 spot. Oh, trouble coming out 4. That is clear. Top 2 breaking away a little bit here. Jared and Austin right there together. Jeremy in that 3 spot. Brian Bowers, a little bounce on the pipe there. Phil going to get by. Top 2, though, glued together here. Oh, no, they get together in turn 4. Jeremy now around for the lead. Now Jared to the 2, Austin to the 3. Going to be right there together coming down the front straight. And then Phil in the 4. Phil and Brian now catching up to this battle for the 2 spot. Your leader now having some breathing room. He's got about 1.6 over Austin. But Austin now got no one in front of him. He's just got to try to run down Jeremy. Coming across the line here, 1.2 now the gap. Austin running 4.8 that time by. Hot lap of the race. Your leader's coming down the front stretch. 5 laps left to go. Oh, trouble for your leader. Spins it out coming into 1. Gets back going. Now Austin up to the lead. 3 laps to go. And then it's going to be Jeremy, Jared, Brian, Phil, and Brian Burnt. Your leader coming down the front stretch. The white
Austin
and
Smith
orange
done.
crossing the line. You guys
Jared
will be done
Nidifer
as
done.
you cross.
Kathlina Brian Burnt done. Jeremy Kathlina
That's a race.
done.
Everybody's done.
Brian Bowers done. All drivers are finished. Phil Beardshire
Austin
done.
takes that one. Jeremy in the 2. Brian 3. Jared 4. Phil 5. Brian Burnt 6. All right, that is qualifying wrapped up here. We will get main set up. We'll do some track prep, and then we'll let you know when we're starting. Try to give you guys a good break here. We've been going pretty hard.
Just a heads up, a reminder: we do trophies on Slideways Saturday. So top 3 in TQ will get a trophy or an award at the end of racing. We'll do them all at the end of racing. 6:20, 15 minutes from now. 6:20, 15 minutes from now, we'll start our mains.